Here I'm going to record how to set up Kubernetes, how to install KubeADM and various other configurations. As of now, I have 3 Vagrant machines, Node 6, 7, 8, and I'm following documentation that comes from serverworld.info. So if you can see, first we are going to install KubeADM, and this is actually the first tutorial for this. And if you can see, Ubuntu 20.04 is being used. So this tutorial is all about this particular setup. As we have seen, instead of a master node, we are going to use node 6, and for worker nodes we are going to use node 6 and 7 and 8. So IP addressing is a little different than this. If I show you this, you will be able to see that if I say vagrant search node 6, so you see IP address. Here IP addressing is a little different than what you have here. I have made sure that all the etc host configurations are there in place. I'm able to see that my host file is up to date in all the hosts with the respective IPs of all Kubernetes hosts. First of all, I'm going to use this apt-y install docker IO, and then using apt I'm going to install docker IO and apt transport https. Let's see if it is there already. So I need to use sudo because I'm using Vagrant as a user, and at the same time what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another tab where I'm going to say Vagrant search node 7 and one more tab that would be my Vagrant search node 8. So node 7 is there. Here also I'm going to say sudo and install this particular software, and see it is installing on node 6. I have already installed it on node 7, and now I'm going to use one this node. So all the softwares will be up to date here. Yeah, it has been installed on node 6, node 7, and it will be soon done on node 8 as well. Now we are going to create CG group driver that is being used by systemd. So for that the command is this, and we have to make sure we are using it using root credentials. So I'll go here, sudo -i, and I'm now on root. Now I have created etc daemon.json here. You want to see this, you would be able to see I have created a storage overlay and various other configuration, as you can see, as per the documentation. Same will be done on the rest of the nodes. So sudo -i root, and then sudo -i, and then same command. So it is available on all nodes. You can see it is available. Now we will restart the Docker. Say systemctl, we have to use sudo systemctl start Docker. Same command. First we can start it and then we can enable it. So okay, it is already root, so I guess it was installed earlier, so we don't have to run it here. It's done. Now let's just enable it. Enable requires this kind of command. We will use enable on all nodes. Now we are going to create K8s config file where we have actually enabled NetBridge calls Also, so this will be done here like this. So sysctl K8s will be updated. So same here and same here. So it's actually a pretty straightforward thing to do. Yeah. Same here. You can see it is doing it. Now update alternatives, IP tables. So you can just say choose two choices. There are two choices for alternative IP tables, right? So use either of them. Press enter to keep the current choice or alternative, whatever you want. So as of now, IP table legacy is there. I'm going to say auto mode, press enter. Now, now let's switch the swap off. If we say free-n, we see the swap is there, so we will say swap off, and then we will say free-n. Swap is off now. Vi etc f7, and here we will turn swap off. So swap has been taken care of. Same way here, and then we have etc f7, and then this has been swap off. This one. Same here, swap off, and then we have etc swap off. Another step, and you will see that. So FS tab has been edited. Now we will just add the kubelet and kubectl on all nodes. We will say curl, and then these packages would be, keys would be added. If you see, these keys would be added. Once this key has been added, this has to be completed on all nodes, so I'm doing it on all nodes. So this has been done successfully. Now all I'm going to do is edit, and I'm going to specify Kubernetes and name. So this is it, same here and same here. So you can follow this documentation. This website is there with the various configuration. I'm just telling you that I'm following this as this. Yeah, and this is it. So install kubelet, install kubectl, kube. Now this is completed. That's all. Thank you for watching.